Oh no. Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Here comes something big. Right by that house. Right there.
Oh man.
At the top of the hot tub.
Yep. The
Maybe
whole
that's the
thing
hot
is the
tub.
whole hot tub. Yep.
The mountain community of Ruidoso, New Mexico, is facing an unprecedented natural disaster as a catastrophic flash flood emergency unfolds across the region. The situation has rapidly deteriorated as torrential rainfall pounds the area, creating life-threatening conditions that have prompted urgent evacuation orders and emergency rescue operations throughout the village. What makes this flooding particularly devastating is its timing and location. The deluge is occurring directly over areas that were recently ravaged by the destructive South Fork fire, creating a deadly combination that has transformed what would normally be manageable rainfall into a catastrophic event. The burned landscape, stripped of its natural protective vegetation, has become a catalyst for disaster. Fire-damaged terrain presents unique challenges during heavy rainfall events. When wildfires sweep through an area, they destroy not only the visible vegetation, but also the complex underground root systems that normally help absorb and slow water flow. The intense heat from fires can also create a waxy layer on the soil surface, making it nearly impermeable to water absorption. This phenomenon, known as soil hydrophobicity, causes water to run off the surface rather than soaking into the ground. The community's namesake waterway, the Rio Ruidoso, has undergone a dramatic transformation from a typically gentle mountain stream to a raging torrent. Water levels have surged to an alarming 15 feet, officially reaching major flood stage and posing immediate threats to anyone in its vicinity. Under normal conditions, the Rio Ruidoso meanders peacefully through the village, providing scenic beauty and serving as a focal point for the community. However, the current situation has transformed this familiar landmark into a destructive force. The river's dramatic rise has been documented through compelling imagery that shows the stark contrast between its usual peaceful flow and the current violent surge. The rapid rise in water levels has caught many residents off guard. Rivers in mountainous regions can rise with frightening speed during flash flood events, and the Rio Ruidoso's current behavior exemplifies this dangerous characteristic. The combination of steep terrain, compromised soil conditions, and intense rainfall has created conditions where water levels can rise several feet in a matter of minutes. Emergency services across the region have mobilized to respond to the crisis. Water rescue teams are actively working throughout Ruidoso, attempting to reach stranded residents and provide assistance to those in immediate danger. These operations are being conducted under extremely challenging conditions, with rescue personnel having to navigate rapidly changing water levels and debris-laden currents. The complexity of rescue operations in post-fire flood environments cannot be overstated. Emergency responders must contend not only with swift-moving water, but also with the additional hazards posed by debris flows. These thick, concrete-like mixtures of water, ash, soil, and burned vegetation can move with tremendous force, capable of demolishing structures and blocking evacuation routes. Fire departments, emergency medical services, and specialized rescue teams have coordinated their efforts to maximize their effectiveness in these dangerous conditions. However, the unpredictable nature of the flooding means that rescue operations must be carefully planned and executed to ensure the safety of both victims and emergency personnel. The flooding has already caused significant damage throughout Ruidoso, with reports of homes being inundated and some structures being completely swept away by the powerful currents. The force of the water, combined with the debris it carries, has created a destructive force capable of moving vehicles, destroying buildings, and reshaping the landscape itself. Residents throughout the village have been forced to evacuate their homes with little warning, leaving behind possessions and memories as they seek safety on higher ground. The psychological impact of this sudden displacement, particularly for those who may have already experienced trauma from the recent wildfire, cannot be understated. Transportation infrastructure has been severely compromised, with multiple roads throughout the community now impassable due to flooding. This has created significant challenges for both evacuation efforts and emergency response operations. When roads become flooded, they not only become dangerous to traverse, but can also become completely invisible to drivers, creating deadly traps for those attempting to navigate through the water. The flash flood emergency in Ruidoso represents a devastating example of how natural disasters can compound each other, creating impacts that are far greater than the sum of their parts. The combination of recent wildfire damage and intense rainfall has created a perfect storm of dangerous conditions that threaten lives, property, and the long-term viability of the community. As rescue operations continue and the immediate danger hopefully subsides, the focus will shift to recovery and rebuilding. However, the lessons learned from this event should inform not only Ruidoso's recovery efforts, but also the preparedness strategies of other communities facing similar risks. The courage and resilience of Ruidoso's residents, combined with the dedication of emergency responders and the support of state and federal agencies, will be crucial in navigating the challenges ahead. While the immediate crisis is far from over, the response to this disaster will likely serve as a model for how communities can work together to face the increasing challenges posed by compound natural disasters. The story of Ruidoso's flood emergency continues to unfold, with each hour bringing new challenges and, hopefully, new examples of human resilience in the face of natural disaster. As the community works to ensure the safety of all residents and begin the process of recovery, the rest of the nation watches and learns from their experience, preparing for similar challenges that may lie ahead in our changing climate.